Hey guys, and welcome to an ex-Arsenal squad builder. Basically, this is the ex-Arsenal team that currently still rely on being an ultimate team. I say rely, I mean still are on an ultimate team and are rocking out in the rankings of being gods because they all come from Arsenal, obviously come from an Arsenal supporter. So, we're just going to go through some stats, their goals and their time at Arsenal and how it's been. They obviously, as you can see, I haven't got Van Persie up front. It's due to him being a douchebag and me being poor in Ultimate Team, not being able to afford him, unfortunately. So starting from the bench, actually, Alex Song, absolutely brilliant CDM, really good in that position. God knows why we sold him, to be honest. There was quite a lot of hate when we did sell him because we just opened up our whole midfield. At the time, we didn't really have any star midfielders, really, in my eyes. We obviously had Mikel Arteta and stuff, but we needed back our Alex Song, and there was rumours a while back of him actually coming back. Gal Clichy, who was at Arsenal for quite a few years before he went to Man City. Obviously, I'm not sure, he might have been around the Invincibles. I'm not entirely sure. He was around quite early in his youth career. Then we moved to Man City, and obviously he's really more known, I should say, to be at Man City. Vito Mannone really never got played because I don't think he was really worth it, to be honest. Like, he never ever got played, so I think in the end we got bored of him because we obviously had Viviova, who we actually got on loan. We got Szczesny and we got Fabregas, however you say the guy's name. But there's 3 goalkeepers plus some on loan and stuff like that, and really Mannone wasn't getting any game time play, so we ended up sticking him out on sale straight to Sunderland, which he's doing alright, I guess. So starting from the back, one of the goalkeepers who looks like he's been shit-faced, beaten up, had a bit of a bad tan on his forehead, what the hell, and he looks like he needs an all-round good wash. Mr. Almunia, my god, this guy was around Arsenal from 2004 to 2012. That is a bloody long time for a career. I think that's 8 years. That's 8 years, but obviously goalkeepers stay on as longer. Not sure how old he is. He is really quite old now, getting on a bit. Playing for Wolverhampton. Watford. Watford, my bad. And he played 109 games for Arsenal, so that's pretty decent, even though I believe at the time we did have Jensen Lehmann. And I just want to say now, guys, obviously I would have loved to put the legend cars in, but I couldn't afford any of them because, as I said, I'm poor as tits. Now, Gilberto Silva, oh my god, this guy, I couldn't even believe, when I found him, I could not believe he's even still playing on FIFA. 35 years old, I think he is. He was back in the Legends squad, the Invincibles, the Unbeatables. He was back then, and he is still around. That pace, though, he played 170 games for Arsenal, scored 17 goals in his career, and was at Arsenal for 6 years, from 2002 to 2008. Kolo Touré, he's another ex-Arsenal player who was around the Invincible sort of time. I'm not sure of any of, I don't know, I can't remember. I wasn't really the most football fantastic person in the world back then. I've morely got into it over the years nowadays, watching it in general, but I like playing it. But Kolo Touré, once again, 225 goals, long time here, obviously, at Arsenal. Not really, well, in my eyes, from the stats, obviously, I'm seeing on paper, he is obviously recognised to be at Arsenal for the longest, but he was at Man City for 80-something games. Now he's at Liverpool, and he's beasting out there. He's built 14 goals in his career, and he was there for 7 years, from 2002 to 2009. On the right back, we got Abue, who was a pretty alright right back, I guess. Wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but I quite enjoyed him back in the day because we never, as far as I can remember, we didn't really have a right back as much, like, who really shined out amazing. Like, nowadays, Sanga's been like one of the best right backs in this season. But according to these stats, he actually played 132 games, which is quite a lot. He scored 10 goals in his career and played for Arsenal for 6 years, from 2005 to 2011. On the left back now, we've got a bit of a player who, I believe, he might have been around the he was around the Invincible time. He started really early in his career. Like, he was started like in his sort of youth area because he played 156 games. He scored 8 goals, and he came around from 1998 all the way up to 2006, so that's 8 years at Arsenal. But obviously nowadays he's more recognised as a Chelsea player. Most of you may have been surprised by that. Obviously I'm not really, because I'm nearly coming up 18, but still, some of you younger people may be surprised that he was actually an Arsenal player back in the day. Andre Arshavin was really good back in the day. Really enjoyed him. He was a decent player, but in the end, he sort of started to die down as he's not really that old, I don't believe. I don't know what his age is, but still, look at it. It's got low work rates. What the fuck happened to his vision or whatever? I don't even know. How can you have oh god, it's like having a white husky with a little bit of pace. A little bit of jiggy. But yeah, Andre Sharvin had 105 games, 23 goals in his career, and he played from 2009 to 2013, so that's 4 years. Not really the longest lasting Arsenal player, but he was pretty decent. I'm not going to lie, he was alright, I guess. And that one goal, that memorable goal he scored against Barcelona to make it 1-0 or make us win, or one of them, I can't remember. I remember how it was scored, but I can't remember the score at the time. Now one of the most memorable players, used to be easily one of the best players in the world, and one of the youngest, best players that have ever came through Arsenal. I did believe he came from Barcelona first, and then came to Arsenal, then developed to Arsenal, obviously. Arsenal more like a develop, buy and sell club, because that's how they roll. Says Fabregas scored 200 and... No, that would have been amazing. He played 212 goals for Arsenal and scored 35 goals. He was around for most of his career at Arsenal, really. He was around from 2003 to 2011, so that's 8 years on the trot. Absolute class player. Would have loved to have him back at Arsenal one day, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, obviously, because he's more solidly fitted at Barcelona. But the thing is, he doesn't get as much gameplay time. He's never ever got as much gameplay time as much as he has, obviously, at Arsenal ever in his life. But it's to get fighting against people like Izzy and Xavi. But hopefully he'll come through the rankings when them two sort of piss off, and because they're so old nowadays. Well, Xavi is, but yeah. Let's carry on though. Sami Nasri, obviously another player that Arsenal have had for quite a few years, playing 86 games in 18 goals for 86 games. He was a really, really good centre mid. He was absolutely class. In my eyes, I think he was one of our best players at the time, easily. And he started in 2008 and passed on 2011. He went to Man City. Obviously, he's having a great career there, and seems like a really decent player. Now this guy, some of you may not recognise him, some of you may do. Antonio Reyes, my god, this guy, when I watched him, he was a god at the time. Seriously, pace, shooting, everything about him was so good. How he played and everything, really good player back in the day. I swear he was a right mid though, not a left. Anyway, let's carry on. So Antonio Reyes played 69 games for Arsenal. 16 goals in them 69 games, and played from 2004 to 2007. So that's only 3 years at Arsenal. To be honest, I'm quite surprised at that, because I swear to God I remember that guy being at Arsenal forever, really. But carrying on, we're going to go up to this guy, the controversial bastard, who's just complete utter mug, really. 104 goals for Arsenal, 104 games. Fuck off with that, whoever scored 104 goals. 104 games for Arsenal, 46 goals, and he was around from 2006 to 2011. So this guy was pretty decent back in the day, and he slowly progressed on decent, and then we ended up selling him to Man City. Complete utter waste of time at Man City, so they pretty much shot him off to other clubs, and in the end he landed at Tottenham, which used to be his rival club. So I believe he might have actually said along the lines, I never want to go Tottenham, or something like that. No Arsenal player ever wants to go Tottenham, but somehow the fucker's ended up there. Now he's become a dickhead, and every time Tottenham play Arsenal, he seems to have this aim, I'm going to score against you. Oh. Now, on the left, make way, bitches. This guy deserves the room. Piss off, Adebayo. Get out my team. You don't even deserve to be next to Henry. And fuck me, I thought it froze then. You don't even deserve to knee next to him. Thierry Henry. My eyes, gonna be an Arsenal player. I would take him back. Click of the fingers. Oh, fuck Giroud. I'm sorry. I'd have Henry back for Giroud. Even Henry and Giroud. If you put him on for literally, I don't know, 10 minutes, he would make a difference to the game. He proved that when he came back and actually scored in his first game, I believe it is, when he came back on loan. He would make a difference. Age is just a number when it comes to Henry. One of the top leading goal scorers, and easily, of the time, the best striker in the BPL in my eyes. Playing 254 games for Arsenal, 174 goals, and he was around for quite a long time, from 1999 to 2007. So that's only 8 years, really, not as long as I would have hoped. I'd still take him back, to be honest. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video and you are an Arsenal supporter, I expect you to leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if we can hit 15 likes on this video, I'll do another one. Maybe if you link the team down below, what team you want me to do, I'll do it. I know GCI Messi done Chelsea, so I won't be doing them. But make sure you leave any team you want, Manchester United, I don't know, link any team, any league, any granny mother trucking team, I don't know, but if you enjoyed this video, like I said, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not around here, and I'll see you later, people.